on this. Alrighty. Hi, Liz. How you doing?
Hi, Ashley. I'm great. How are you?
Wonderful. Okay, so you just finished our 12-week program. I'm so excited
Yes.
for you. Um, and my first question is, where were you before you started this program in your health?
So I had like a borderline eating disorder for a while, and I was kind of getting over that, but I was kind of stuck because I had a pretty stressful job. I'm a grad student. And when that happened, just like everything slid. I couldn't figure out how to eat properly, especially because I have some allergies. I'm just mildly allergic to nuts and milk and stuff. So a lot of the things I'd read about, like stuff that you're supposed to eat, I was like, that doesn't really apply to me. I don't know how to do that. So then I wasn't eating properly, and then that affected everything along with everything else. Just super stressed, didn't have a lot of energy. So even when I tried to work out or something, it just wasn't working. I was just really stuck.
Yeah.
Is where I was at.
Yeah. And I remember that too, and we talked. And what were some of the strategies that we implemented during the program?
There were a lot of them. I think one of the biggest ones for me was just getting the stress under control, because it's one of those things that you're like, I know I need to get under control, but I don't know how. And there's just so many factors that go into stress. And one of the really big things was getting stillness in, which I had heard of before, but never really gave it a try, to be honest. It was like different things. Like we did like breathing, which really helped for like, pauses. And that was something, once again, that like I heard, and I was like, that won't really do a lot, but I tried it and it really worked. And then another huge thing was getting sleep under control, or just actually sleeping. So I used Headspace, which was so good that I actually fell asleep instead of just like thinking of like a million things and not sleeping. And that made a huge impact on everything. And then for me, a huge thing too was making my own food, because what happened to me is that I would like get to a point and I was just like tired. So like I either wouldn't eat properly because I was stressed and I was not hungry, or like I would eat something like a Cliff Bar or something, like not like bad, but not like super healthy. But then I never would feel really good. But then when I had like the Whole Foods and making it, like, first of all, it wasn't that bad. I didn't know I could actually cook properly, but like I felt so much better after eating like real food, which not to say like processed food is necessarily always bad, but it's huge. It makes you feel so different for that one.
I'm sure that
I could go on.
I love it. I'm sure you could that helped the stress too of your being in grad school. So
for sure.
Let's talk about results. What were your results mentally and physically?
I think the biggest one for me, which was just like unavoidable, is stress. Just I didn't think that was something that would actually change in this program. I was like, okay, like maybe I'll be able to eat properly, so like I'll figure out like get better energy, because that was one of my goals, is to actually have energy to work out. And that totally happened, because now it's like I can't believe where I was at 12 months ago. But the stress was like the biggest thing, because like, of course life is still stressful, but now it's more manageable. It isn't just like, oh my goodness, like I just can't do anything because I'm so stressed. So, like those are the two biggest things, like actually having energy now to do things, and just regular things too. Like I found it hard to just do anything some weekends. And now I can do it, and it's less stress. So those were the two huge results that I found.
Those are so exciting too. The energy. Wow. Okay, and what would you say to someone who is sitting on the fence of doing this program or not?
That was a huge thing for me too, because I've known Ashley for a really long time. I've known you for a really long time. And I was watching the program and I was like, okay, it sounds great. But then a lot of me was just like, well, I'm almost there, but like I can do this on my own. But then when I just hit that rock bottom and I was like, I can't handle this anymore. Like I have zero energy, just way too stressed. It's just like sometimes you honestly just need someone to just push you or just to give you ideas. Like for me, a lot of things I honestly didn't know what to eat, but you need help. And if there's nothing wrong with getting help. And then even having accountability was really good for me because with sleep, there's so many reasons I can make it for myself and be like, oh, like you can go to sleep later. It's fine. Like you're busy. But having that accountability, like, oh no, I need to like work out. I need to go to sleep on time because I'm going to like report it to Ashley. It was something, it made it happen, and then which transferred it more into a habit instead of just trying for forever on your own when no one's over your shoulder making you do anything. But it was really helpful. I think it just gives you that extra push even if you're doing okay. Sometimes it's great, not sometimes, just it was amazing to have someone there to give you tips and to like help you out and just to keep you going in the program, because it takes a really long time to make a habit of anything, any good habits. And on your own, if you're struggling, there's nothing wrong with getting help, and it makes a huge difference. At least for me, it did.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much, Liz. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.